volunteer. Can you help me, honey? Bring the coffee up. Just need to one guy.
Why don't you help?
And this one we just fish a lot.
The house locked. Is he help something? Oh, he's coming? Good. Good.
I know, me too.
Most of them. You have to come over and visit us. We have 3,000 books on Vietnam. The second largest collection in the country.
I need to help me. I like it from this one.
Then just wait an hour for me.
Whatever. For the art.
I think so. I don't know.
I'm Hong Kong new director.
Good to see you, sir. Thank you for hosting us.
Yeah.
Nope. That's not my car, that's Megan's car. You guys come in and get some donuts, coffee. We have a Vietnamese student right here.
Hello, Jessica.
Jessica.
Em hỏi được có dùng gì lúc học rồi. Không cần đâu, nó còn nóng lắm.
Yeah.
Good. It's on your hand. You got here. Come on in, have coffee and donuts. Have some.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I know.
I did not know that.
You eat banana? Oh, good. I ordered 30 of them. Come on, please. I said you have to eat.
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, yes.
I'm so excited.
Have some
I
coffee
didn't know
and
there was going to
donuts.
be a whole setup, you know.
No, the sandwich we made is not by the
Rohit, okay, Rohit, have coffee and donuts. Vanna Katza. Timothy, does this look like Vietnamese to you? How we get such big Vietnamese? But he's a tramp. Get a donut and some coffee. Daniel, welcome. Glad you're here. Daniel comes from Fresno. I mean from Merced. Merced, long way, every Monday. He's a very good student.
Yeah, good.
Guys, come and check in. Another video. Thank you for your note. some donuts and some coffee. Don't run off.
That was like right.
Get some coffee.
Some of the
Brother, don't go away.
it's not funny.
So the kids come home alone too. Anyway, I think it goes with the we try to get a connection between our generation, the whole generation, and your generations. So April 30 is very important.
April 30th, 1975 was the date that Saigon fell in the Army. Okay? And the diaspora comes thereafter. And Lok Vu was, I think he was the first one here. And he helped, we have 190,000 Vietnamese in San Jose. And the IRCC was very instrumental in helping them get these settled. And we're very proud of the community. We have 6 students here who are Vietnamese Americans. So,
I'm a hometown. I'm a retired city employee, and I work for the city with the local. He is a retired. He on the Cambodia I would like to tell you a little bit because this museum will be the museum of the both people and the Republic of Vietnam. And actually, my history I know the most. I'm living in the Republic of Vietnam region, and then I got a 3 year in the what they call the like labor camp under communists after they took over the town, and then later on I escape and I'm a boat people. That means that this museum will be my history. And then if you want to ask anything about the thing, I'm very happy. And by the time when the 1975, like the first show we told you, this is in April 30, this is the day mark the fall of Saigon, or the fall of the South Vietnam regime. So when the communists took over, and it's changing the regime, the new government have a very strict policy, and they treat very bad to the people in the South. In about 500,000 of the South Vietnamese who work for the South government put in the so-called re-education camp, but actually it's a prison. They sent to the jungle and they surrounding on the bell wire and everything controlled. They leave some people. They end up to about 15, 20 years in the camp. And actually, gradually, the USA they have some agreement with the country, and they let the people come here. And when the people, the South Vietnamese prisoners, they come here, they told the story about how they be treated in the camp. And you will see, and some inside the museum, you will see some more of how they live in the camp or in the prison. And if you can see right down here, there's some of the boat that people use. Here's the model of the boat. People, they try to escape the country. Because they have no means, some people they deal by foot, they cross to the border, and some have the boat.
Let me update. I was in the Boston 42 months. So this boat from the water, from the river, go out to take a boat to the river. So we go underneath the 42, but that time we just sit, we cannot stretch our legs out, and then we were vomiting this and that. When I go in there, I was 19 years old. How do you know about sound? I know on the south, I take by the south. So don't know nothing about it. So we went in there. Went in there for 7 days. The water, when you go from the little water, we go out. But my boat, when you have a boat, you own the boat. When you get out, the government only let you go by yourself, and then the captain, all the family back, because they afraid you never come back. So my boat, the leader, the owner, they have to return it. So 42 of us sit there, and they allow you go. First we hit Indonesia. By that time, they pull our boat, you must be going. Our boat like this, and then they don't let me stay there. They don't let me stay. So they give me this and that. They pull our boat back to the ocean. Move it. Look at it. We got to go.
You know, as you see, the boat when they try to escape is not the good one. Usually the very small one that they try any means to escape. And if you can see the small basket, this they call the taxi. Usually, you know, the people who cannot get in the boat, they go in different direction. They use the small boat to get in that one, and then by the night time when they have no moon, they only plan it, and the new woman, they cannot detect anything, and they can escape. And you know, it's in the rock sea. That's very tiny, very dangerous. And the statistics show, you know, almost 2 million people escape by own means, by foot, by boat, by everything. But you know, most of them by boat. You're like 1 million people escape by boat, and almost a half drown. That means the people they landed here, the dreamland is like half gone. And that's why, you know, during the April 30, usually we have the ceremony on the Black April Memory Day to honor the people who passed away on the way to fight freedom, and also the people who be killed in the camp, and the people who suffering their lives in the mainland because they didn't cooperate with the new government. And so that's why the April 30 is a very beautiful day for the people, exceptionally for the United States. They cannot give up. They cannot surrender. So somebody took himself by surrender. They want surrender. Either by the pill,
nothing, bomb and bomb and bomb and bomb and nothing in that town. Nothing. So
I will tell you the story of this battlefield because you know in the history of Vietnam, in 1954 they held the convention in Geneva to cut the country into two parts, the north and the south, with the parallel 17 divided. But right after the convention, the North Vietnamese under influence of the China and Russia, they never obey those things, and they keep sending troops to the south. And in 1972, they caught, the parallel 17, they took over the South Vietnamese province, it's named Quang Tri. And on that day, the South decided to attack it. And that's why they held a very fierce, the battlefield, keep like more than 10,000 people participated in that battlefield. That's why we raise this one in this the last November to honor the people who sacrificed for and later on, we on the April 3, we will have a survey to honor
Think about what Megan said and go back to Mr. Green, the short story that starts up near Hanoi in the north. And after the partition and the Geneva Convention, you could move south. So Mr. Green's family went south, and then in 75, they came to the United States. So that whole story that we started the course with is there. I want to introduce this young man, Colonel Lock Boo. He and I are the only two 90-year-olds here. Well, I'm not quite 90, but I'm almost there. Lock has recently, he's head of the Indo-Chinese Refugee Commission. We got 190,000 people in Vietnamese in San Jose because of Colonel Lock Boo. Lock, we're very honored. Megan's doing a great job. Han's doing a great job. We have a little gift for your museum here. We have two books. One is signed by Senator Tammy Duckworth, who lost her legs in Iraq. And the other is the great novel Matterhorn by Karl Barlantes, who was a Rhodes Scholar, a Marine, and received the the Navy Cross. And this book is also signed by Carl.
Thank you very much, Thầy John. Okay, good. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. I'm very happy to see you. I'm not happy to see him. Very young, handsome, good American.
I'm 78. I'll be 90 in 12 years. I'll catch up.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
You have in the notice that I sent you today's, you have the story of Colonel Lock Boo, Van Lock. So thank you for having us here. Megan, thank you so much. Up up to you.
Any question out here you can ask.
Any questions for these nice people?
To give you from overall what is good for you, so. But like I said, each of us different angle. Like people got why he collect so much South Vietnam, so Japanese one of them, right? And I was on the boat, so I want to show how there's so much. I'm not ashamed here. I think it's more, it's more about my life, but I want to let the world, let you guys know with me so much. I have 3 kids. I'm single. My young kid now is I think a lot of speaking English. I walked in Alabama, which is all, scary, say, F you, and I said, thank you, sir. On the boat. I mean, on the bus.
One second. I also want to introduce Brenna Bolger from PRX Digital. Brenna founded the public relations firm. She's hired a lot of students as interns. So if you're a good student and you want to work in the public relations business, you want to talk to Brenna, okay? And she's a dear friend.
Public relations advocate. You said you would like to question. My question is, how do you get other people to come out here and hear this story? How often does this place get visited by people who need to know more about Vietnam?
At this point, we open 7 days a week, from 10 to 3. We always have the people here. Maybe the people we got to help them sleep here are good to me. But if you come, to me, it's a show. We open 7 days a week.
We already have even internet, and we are going to upgrade the website, and we will bring up the people. And also in this museum, we usually host the event. Like the last year, we do the last New Year, we have the state festival here, and with about 5,000 people come. The festival and the visit for the museum. And our goal is that in the next phase, we will digitize the museum. We will have all the barcode or the QR code for all the items displayed here, so the people can easily to read the story related to those things, and we bring up everything to the virtually to the people outside.
Is this place on a list of things to see in San Jose? You know, when people come here from other areas, is this on a list promoting it as a place that you should definitely see while you're in this area?
I think we are the Việt Museum now. Officially on the if you go in Google, you say University of San Jose or whatever, they do one of them in there. But the detail what is there, so overall, we can read them all. We can collect them. He's 90 years old. All stuff is just 16 years old. So it's so much for him to collect. So right now we need to jump over to bring up the a lot of them we need no. I'm working on this program with some of the guys, and I'm trying to get the funding too. I want to do back to the story about it. We will find the first sandwich where it comes from, who will come from. We will find the first sandwich truck on that. We want to find the first, that we do a lot of nail salon, right? We have the first nail salon and the story of the nail salon and why they go through that. And we go to a lot of like politics, we still have to be successful and get it in under the political people. So we have a lot of things up include at Santa Clara County. That's what I'm going to do my goal for the next April 30 week. And we have to do a display of putting on county. So people can see, oh yeah, these people trying to do something good. But we have a famous Vietnamese people too. So we want to share with you. And if you guys want to work, call me, let me know. We try to get some little money to get
to be the last time we're going to all be together. So first, I want to thank you all for taking the class. I want to encourage you to keep in touch. If you need help registering for next quarter, let me know. If you need help with a college transfer letter, I'm doing a lot of UC letters right now. You got to keep in touch, okay? And the last announcement, which I'm going to repeat when I set out in the parking lot, I took the extra credit for Andrew Marvell's poem to his coy mistress. It's a really exciting poem. It's also a sex poem. And you have until Thursday to read the poem, read it aloud, think about it, answer the questions, and give it some effort, okay? And you'll end up with some extra credit points. So that's my last commercial. I thank you all so much for coming here today. We thank you, Megan. Thank you, Hung, for having us, and Colonel Vu. And with that, we're going to turn ourselves over to you guys to probably break us in 2 groups.
And also we try to thank you all you coming today. And you know, I introduce myself. 38 years ago, I'm the Anza too.
Yeah, all right.
So that's why today I'm reading you here like the alumni of the Anza College.
Great.
Thank you for coming. Thank you, Professor. And thank you everybody here today. And like Megan already said, you know, later we will have sandwich over here and we will welcome to everybody.
That was going in.
They give me a lot of I think we need to respect parents. I do a lot of things. I'm one of the founders for the Gold Medal. My daughter passes the Gold Medal. I try to get a view on her. If you don't have Gold Medal, you come to us here like in the place and you go to the meeting and your job and stuff. So I do a lot of volunteering. I also work with the junior market. Holiday, I bought the flower, I put in the flower and do so much. When I go,
Sure. Let's take a group picture, then we'll go inside.
anh chụp cho nó cái tấm hình mà rút picture. So which one you want to follow? Yeah, go ahead.
I think here's fine because we got more steps. Come on. Come on up. Because we have to hide and we have to wait for the big boat crossfire to see us. And every time we see the big boat, we kind of SOS, you know, all that stuff.
Who were the big boats? Was it the military? US,
no,
or?
it can be anybody. They can go for boat to go get away, transport to Hawaii or transport to whatever it is, whatever boat, long as an other country boat. But if we are not lucky, we meet the comedy boat and then we go back. So that it's a story. He more in here. This is the, you know, this is the gentleman or died. He's the Vietnamese, South Vietnamese pilot, and he already tapped and he's a really old clothes. So on here you see original Lưu Xuân Việt. American general. He just he retired from American. So all that, they have a story. The mom, when we educate, when we hide in the phone. People get
Really nice to you though? Yeah, because like your person did all those things.
So this is a cemetery in the south. So that's what it this one when the education camp, when the South Vietnam soldier got caught by the communist, they make everyone go to the detention friend. So this is they got cut out. So in the jail, and this is they make by hand so they can do it. So all that okay, this is a story. I love this story. The father who in the camp, right? When you relieved by the government, you got the paperwork say, oh, you relieved and you're good person now, good for the country, right? So after all the tackle, this kid be a professor in one of the college. So he wants to prove what he built, then what he killed. So this is a story, it's the story, and I think it's very nice. The mom that was, they sacrificed for our young generation. So with the Lockheed, a lot of that when the South Vietnam, a lot of fight, right, communists, so they built that bridge to cross fight. By that time is how. You see the fish like that, like that, they are not just a tank. If you look behind, a lot of little boat behind that fish. We want to show how we just go, how a lot of boats that kill go under the wheel. That way, if you look really closely, you see little boat. A lot of detail, if you have time, it's really interesting, the story, what's going on. And the whole thing, he collects a lot of stuff belongs to who sacrifice, their personal thing. Yeah, actually, I'm not your like I bring him out so you can ask him the emotion. When the older one they collect it, and your mom away, and my kid, my mom, I'm your mom, right? I told you so. I'm 6, my kid's 6 years old, come on, Mom, you have to sign, you have to learn to say. I said, why? 6 years old, why do you don't want to say? Mom, I have to. I said, no, I don't learn until I get married. Oh, my family had 15 kids, right? Every time I ask my sister, why Mom, why have babies? She said, well, because Mom got a buck fight. By that time, wonder why she got so many times buck fight. Because we never get explained about life story. We never tell us about, what going on. You get quiet. Like, how good it is. We still keep some of those. Ridiculous. That's why Mom, my kid said, Mom, you're ridiculous. Mình thích cho nó lên lòng không anh? Be careful, we really not. Cái gì? No, em phải biết cái em đang So actually, this house is the okay, but you know it's only about 40-something years old. It was a house, and I try to show what it is for the country. So Mr. Lock Healing, we have this, and we improve it. This is old house. Yeah, cái house này chắc có lẽ là Victorian house, có over 200 years.
This the story of this one is the one of the lady
Yeah?
in Wisconsin.
Wow.
He got the American husband, and in the month of April in '75,
Yeah?
and she very concerned about the new in Vietnam, so she collect them all, you know, day by day, you know. So one day she come here. The couple bring this one and donate to the library.
Oh, nice.
She said, you know, it's because she Vietnamese and she concerned about what happened in the mainland, and
Oh,
so
nice.
she collected, you know, like the real newspaper every day with the news from Vietnam every day.
Wow.
Wonderful treasure.
Wisconsin State Journal.
Yeah.
That's the boat outside.
Yeah, well, outside and
But
this
John,
one like
it could have been
this
like
one,
any
you know.
paper. I mean, wouldn't it have been like, this would be like
Yeah.
an example of what
Yeah.
probably happened all over the United
Yeah,
States?
the on the new like you know, is the key Vietnamese. She said every day have a Vietnamese new on it because it's a hot new there. Yeah.
Where are you, on Phelan Avenue?
It was just fabulous.
In the back parking lot. Just a second, I'll come get you. Okay.
Some of the painting to show, you know, how the poor people, the rich of the poor people when they escape the country, you know, in the Rock Sea.
I talked to the people who eat in the meat, who survived. I talked to the woman who got raped over and raped over. She didn't want to talk about it. They would bring up, she's so embarrassed. Some so embarrassed and ashamed. And some that have a baby. I took my kid, one of my girls, she's 14 years old, she's in my same book. She got pregnant by the pirate. I'm the one who took her go to Malaysia, she to get a abortion. At night she did, she yelled and yelled, and we just hold each other to calm her down. She's so, you know, so horrible in her mind. So, you know, now she go on me to talk, and she don't want to think about it. She says, sister, I don't want to remember. 14 years old, freedom, what it is, you know. So that was story. I want to people know that freedom is so important. Especially the generation that we handed out. We're not handed out. I don't want to hand it down my kid, my generation, with the anger of black people, mean, powerful. It's so painful. We don't want to handle the painful to you guys, the anger to you guys, but we want to hand you with the history. You respect that, and you keep all that going on to try to improve and do better than your parents. Because this is the opportunity for you guys. Then when I look at the
No, excuse me. You talk about next generation of leadership. I want to introduce to everybody Han Jiao Nguyen. Han Jiao is running for city council from the 5th district. I went with Han Jiao to Vietnam. We took 440 wheelchairs and distributed them all over Vietnam. So HG is, you have what, a television station, radio station?
Just a humble radio
A
station.
humble radio station, so she can get the word out about your museum. You guys know each other?
of course.
Good,
Yes.
okay. So, but my students haven't met HG, so I wanted them to meet HG. Okay, I'm sorry, excuse me for interrupting.
I think that's what I want to do, so April 30 important to us. This time I work with Round Table, I think I expect him coming here. Round Table are Vietnamese leadership. Every April 30 they do some event, about an hour program about what they think about, how they pick it up and how they improve. But this year, in the morning, I like for the kids, the middle-aged school, they will do the raisin, fast raisin at the city. They will do the raisin, the bottom raisin. And then the younger generation, the Brown Table, like people from 25 up to 30 who are really professional teacher in San Jose State, who are doctor, who are dentists. Every one of us trying to give back to support it. So the program from 10 to 12, that Round Table. Over here, we start from 12:30, we do the respect. In the Vietnamese, you know cúng, right? You guys know dỗ, right? The Vietnamese have altar table, the time when the parent, whoever dead. We get together with food, and then we talk about the people who passed, whatever reason, and then after that we have lunch. So we will provide lunch, and right now I invite you guys if you have April 30, which is Saturday their time.
This time is the first time we try to connect between the older generation and the younger generation. We will do together at the city hall, and later on after the ceremony we'll come back here for the ceremony here. Because in this place, they always every year annually we do the memory day or the past in this museum every year. And you will be welcome if you want interested in.
If interested, let us know. I will to help. Wherever you are, from the bottom. I work with the children market. I encourage them. I put them back. I say, I will do this, do this, do this. I hardly speak English. Why I can be somebody? Why can't you? You know, I talk to a lot of kids different angles. So if you guys need help, any reason. Also, the one with the mom and dad, they ridiculous mom and dad. It's me. Okay, so I try to understand, try to see what your point of view and get your advice. I'm not jumping your, but we can support you. You can call us. You want any school thing, other thing we need help. We don't, we can reach it out. Like I said, if you say something, like I said, you guys, God give you the will, just show you the way. We will work on it. Agree? Yeah. She wants to say something.
Cảm ơn anh chị rất là nhiều. What a nice group. First of all, let me say thank you to the host and hostess, and also to thầy John Swenson. You know, COVID-19 taught us a lot. You know, we have the time to reassess and see what is the priorities in life. I had the chance to reassess, and I see that there are a lot of things that we can contribute to our community. It's a time for unity. COVID-19, one of the good things about it, if I can say, is that it unites us. If we know how to do it, we can improve our life and other people's lives. And I hope that this lesson will teach us, just like the history of Vietnam that we just learned from Miss Megan, I know her in Vietnamese name. You know what happened in the past? It kills a lot of people, right? But we have to move on, and we have to look at the future. And we come here, we appreciate America and praise us, you know, and work with us. The same thing, you know, for all of you. I see your future is like future leader, and history teaches us what we can do, what we shouldn't do, right? And also teaches us about this, the way people live, right? And you understand why we are here, why we have Vietnamese refugees in America. And so I hope that today, at least you has a chance to pick up something, one thing, only one thing is good enough, and use it and make it to help other people. Something, you know, maybe from her speech, maybe from the pictures that you see, but use it in a good way to improve all of us lives, right? And make America the best America ever. Thank you.
By the way,
One last thing. You are very lucky to have a great teacher. And I'm saying it not because he's my friend. I'm saying it because you look at him, you know that not only he's knowledgeable about the Vietnamese history, but he's been in Vietnam during the war, and then he came back so many times after that. So you have a teacher who can teach you not only, theory, but also experience. That's the best. So congratulations for having a great teacher. Learn as much as you can and use it, not waste it.
Okay.
Thank you.
I see you there. Started vote. You guys have our little vote together. We will display it at the county hall. And we contribute your class $500. Yes, sir.
Just like the program will be, we have the.
Thank you, boss.
Okay.
We pay the bill.
The April 30, we have the ceremony here. But the next day, we propose to have exhibition and in the county, hallway. So where we can display like Mr. Anza already said, I totally agree. We mourning the past, but we're looking for the future. We look for the future, and we have to. This museum will be like the history lesson to everybody, because we have to learn from the past, and we probably it won't be happen again. Like statistics show, like 1.6 million people, Vietnamese people, they escaped the country after 75, and like I mentioned, half of people they drown on the sea, and then right now with the ongoing war in Ukraine, we need to learn lesson to not the history not repeat again. Like right now, I heard today about almost 4 million people, Ukrainian, escape the country. They have to escape because of the war, and we don't want this to happen in any way in the world, because the Vietnamese people, they experience it, and we suffer it, and we want to express our feeling to the people of Ukraine, and we not need that happen.
What I propose is I have $500 funding for your class. If they can get a story, the Vietnamese both people, they pretty much the same right now at the other country. So if you can do a story, I only allow about 50 photos on a big, beautiful photo to hang on the hallway of the county. So if you can do that, you put your name, whatever you want. So just contribute.
What I'll do is I'll email you. I'll email each of you tonight and ask you to write a little short paragraph and then put your name with it of what you learned today while you were here at the museum. Okay? Can we do that? That'll be your final exam. And then we'll work and put it together. We'll put it together and we'll come up with the best we can.
Thank you.
And you have pictures that were taken.
Any picture here, I will take it out. If you say, okay, if you guys see the boat, it's like this story important to you, we take the whole thing out to show you, and you tell them about feeling on that. I want to see and touch.
But you have pictures of that were taken today.
Yeah. No, I bet you take today also the picture, whatever story you want to tell. You want to tell on the boat, and hear the boat, what impact to you when you see it, how you feel, how you emotion, you get that. And then we also have the root picture with your name on it.
Good. Good. Okay, so I'm going to ask everybody for a short paragraph and with your name. Okay? Good.
I think the secretary.
HG, thank you. Brenna, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us, John. This has been just wonderful.
I like your scarf. America
Thank you very much.
Vietnam.
I really appreciate and honor to show you, tell you the story. Anything you guys need to know, if you want history, anything, and we will share with you how we feel. And if you need to say about something, life story. I observe a lot of homeless people here too. I can take you around the homeless to introduce why someone homeless, why someone dead. So I have a lot of connections. So if you need help, let me know.
And Kaiser, right? You're a pharmacist at
I'm a
Kaiser?
technician, Kaiser, want to quit. I went the bar station 5 o'clock this morning to be here for you guys. Take the day off without pay from Kaiser.
Oh,
It's an honor, that's what it is. I told my boss, you can fire me. One day Kaiser not goes to one technician. But it is going to me, it's my whole life for this. There you go, I just take off.
Or anyone older, be a little better. Where can we make a difference? So that's how we hope that your experience here will remind that communism, whether it's Vietnamese communist or Russian communist or any other communist countries. I was on the radio talk show last Friday. I say no matter what, everywhere there is communism, there is a lot of suffering. And that's one thing that we hope that these people from Ukraine and the people from Vietnam will have a better life. We can make a difference there like this. She say your future, you are the future leaders. And it begins now, it begins tomorrow, it doesn't begin 20 years from now. We take that leadership role and everything we do every day, make a difference in somebody's life, right? And we make a better world. And let no one have to walk alone in their journey. So with that, thank you very much, Mr. Professor Wesson. Thank you all.
I think you have different different guys. They have a sandwich and coffee, and then we bring you some water out.